Hey Luma, let me know if you can hear me okay. Just wanna make sure everybody can hear clearly. Yeah, no, that's on purpose. And I was actually going to address that next. So I don't have my little face showing on screen here, and there is a reason for that. Today we have Maki is co-hosting the stream with me today. Maki, if you want to say hi.
Hello.
Um, so it just basically just to basically just not to confuse the program. Um, if either of us are talking, it'll kind of make the program go a little crazy. And I am aware that the chat is behind. I guess I can probably just put this behind. Sometimes I do have to make adjustments. Chat is shy. Yeah. I had mostly done that to make the window bigger, but since the chat is translucent, we can go ahead and put that on top there. Um, but yeah. So how are you doing today, Luma? Oh, I was like, what is going on here? Yeah. No worries, Luma. So basically, what I have planned for today is we were going to have chat suggest random Pokemon, and me and Maki are going to take turns drawing them from memory, and see how accurate we are with that.
Which won't be very accurate in my case.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It's still hot and it's 11 p. I know what you mean. Summer in California is very similar, where we can have it. You might want to check what the message that you just sent, Luma. Because that doesn't really make any sense. Um, so I don't know if there's anybody else in the stream yet. It looks like it might just be you for the moment, Luma. Um, so seeing as you are the first one here, if you would like to suggest our first Pokemon victim to see how accurate we are, and go ahead. You can pick either me or Maki to start first as well. So pick a Pokemon and then pick between me and Maki to see who draws from memory first. All right, we have a Pokemon. Who's doing it first? You want me to do it first? Okay. All right. So, just to specify the rules here. Obviously, no visual references will be allowed. whether Google, Bing, saved photos on the phone, it has to be completely from memory. Once it has been fully drawn, we will compare it with a picture of the actual Pokemon and see how accurate it is. So let's get that started. Now for Gimmiggle, are you asking for the roaming form or the chest form? Roaming. Okay. Well, thank you for that because that's gonna be a lot easier on my brain. So yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong brush. There we go. So we're not gonna do any fancy drawing here. Just gonna be as simplistic as possible. Let's see. So I know
Simplistic, she says. You're telling somebody who does details simplistic.
I know they have really big eyes in comparison to their head, and they have the two little like bars. And their little body. I can't remember if they had like full-on feet or if it was just like little stubby legs. And I don't think they had any markings on their body either. That just tells you how much I do not remember the details for this. And I'm trying to. Was it the inner that was dark or was. Boy, that. Wow, okay. I'll clean it up a little bit. As for the Pokemon that are being suggested, it can be any Pokemon, but I will be banning Eternatus just because of what I think are some pretty obvious reasons. It's detailed as heck, and I am not subjecting either me or Maki to the pain that is known as the details of that one damn Pokemon.
Thank you.
Because quite frankly, that would be just absolutely cruel for no reason other than just because. Arceus. Okay, but I will say if you're trying to suggest Arceus for me, that would not be a good idea because I actually do have Arceus really well memorized just because I have drawn them a lot. So I would not suggest Arceus for me because I do have them pretty well memorized. Because of my little mini Arceus comics, I do remember them. Hi Easy, welcome to the stream. Since you have just gotten here, we are doing a draw Pokemon from memory game, where I am having you guys in the chat suggest Pokemon. and we will be trying to draw it from memory and see how accurate we are. Obviously, no visual references are allowed because they wouldn't be from memory. And we're just going to be...
It won't. Darn.
Yeah, we're... and yes, and Maki is co-hosting with me, so she is going to be taking turns drawing these from memory. And we had Luma pick the first Pokemon, which they have picked the roaming form of Gimmighoul. And I am trying to do my best, because as simplistic as I remember Gimmighoul being, I don't actually remember a lot of their details regarding like facial features.
Okay, well, you got more than I would have, so.
I can't remember if that was black or not, but I'm gonna roll with it, and we're gonna see how accurate I am. Oh, you're doing doll customization. That's really cool. I don't know if I could ever do that, so bad respect, and I definitely want pictures. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna leave it. So, for all of you to see, this is, my Gimmighoul from memory, and now I'm gonna pull it up, and I am going to, share it on screen for you guys, just so we can compare. Oh, I got the eye color wrong! No! Okay, there's less that I remembered than I thought. Whoa. It did not load the picture like I wanted it to.
Traveling colors.
Why aren't you loading? Alright, give me just a second. Oops, if I actually have the window open. Alright. Here we have the comparison. And apparently I remembered much less than I thought.
It's still cute.
Oh yeah, no, these will be saved, Luma, don't worry. And I'll be saving them with the side-by-side comparison just so we can see.
We can save Dusty, but we'll burn mine.
No, we're not burning yours, Maki. So, and in response, Luma, they can carry it on their back, but they also can, obviously, like in the picture on the right here, they can carry it however they like. So I got some details right. I remembered the antenna, but I don't remember them having body markings or a tail, so I was a little bit off there. Luma says you have to post to the server. So yeah, here's attempt number 1, and I'm gonna put these in a folder, or actually I can just merge them all down together. Alright, we have number 1. Alright, next up is Maki's turn. Easy, if you want to suggest a Pokemon for Maki. And I'm gonna save this file.
Oh gosh.
Winter form Saucebuck. All right, Maki, you got a bit of a challenge here.
A bit. I normally don't draw animals, so it's more than a bit.
Easy says sorry.
I'll just go fate somewhere. Alright. And this is my first time using Benabang on the computer, so I am sorry.
If you need to know any of the hotkeys, let me know.
Okay.
Obviously, brush is B, eraser is E.
Oh, this feels different. It's been a while.
I know how you feel. It was weird for me too, using the tablet for the first time in a long time.
Well, I know it's a deer, so that much. I know it's gonna have like a little snoot.
Snoot.
And I have no clue if I'm gonna draw this sideways or not. Let's see.
Whatever your heart tells you to do. Sideways, 3/4, that is up to you.
It's probably gonna end up more like dog-like than anything.
To be fair though, deer are kind of like dogs, except, weird. Speaking of... Ooh, getting yourself a new iPad, that would be cool. Yeah, they can be pretty pricey unless you find a good deal on them somewhere.
Winter form, it's gonna have the big bushy.
Floof!
Yes, the floof. And my proportions are terrible. Because I've never drawn a deer before.
I have drawn a deer before, but it's been a long while, and I don't know if I could do it from memory either. Yeah, Apple is pricey. Yes, I totally know what you mean, Easy. I still have my iTouch that's like over 15, probably like, how old would it be? Yeah, probably well over 15 years old, and I can still play MP3s on it, but it definitely cannot load any apps. It is strictly a MP3 player at this point. I will give them credit that my iTouch has lasted a lot longer than I would have thought it would. But yeah, their products are very pricey, and I'm always afraid that I'm gonna drop one and just shatter it into 100 pieces immediately.
That would be me. I am a klutz, so won't put it past me.
Angry eyes.
Yes, they're gonna be angry eyes. Because that's just normal animal eyes for me are always angry when I do try.
That's so true, Easy. I do hope that you're able to find one at a good price, and definitely look around for some deals and see if you can find any. Especially this time of year, there's usually some pretty good deals. Yeah, I definitely also prefer Android, for sure. That sounds like a good idea, Easy. Definitely. You'll have to let me know how that goes.
The ugly form. I'm just gonna draw a deer. Because that's pretty much all it is.
That's kind of what it is. It's a deer. See,
muscles.
I don't have a tablet, so I guess I technically can't really comment. I'm I know when I was still working for Uber, my team lead, I can't remember if it was an iPad or if it was a Surface Pro. I think it was a Surface Pro. But he would let me use it when it was slow because he wanted me to draw things for him. so um, so I did get to test that out, and that was actually quite a bit fun in my opinion. You can change the size of the brush too.
Okay.
You can either use this bracket key to up it, or you can just slide it on
Okay, so it's similar to Photoshop.
Yes.
In that.
Yes, very similar.
I have like a pen brush. I have no clue what I'm doing anymore.
That's fair. To be honest, deer and horses are kind of hard to draw with their weird anatomy, so
I know, I'm like somewhere in the middle. It's like I know they have interesting hooves, which are kind of pointed and squarish.
horses are a nightmare to draw, and it's funny because when I was a kid, yeah, I was the horse girl. That's the kind of kid that's literally the kid I was. I was obsessed with horses, so like I would draw them all the time. Did they actually look like good horses? No, they did not. But you know, I was doing pretty good for my age, and they are definitely not easy to draw, especially from memory, because it's like how do you guys function? I do not understand. it's
something.
Boy. And it definitely, I mean, like, I've always loved the movie Spirit, but after going to college for animation and stuff like that, I definitely have a much greater appreciation for the work that went into the animation for that movie. So
especially with all the different angles they had to do.
Yeah, well, and they made them so expressive. It was an amazing movie, and I still love it to this day.
Especially since they didn't like during like the emotional scenes, there wasn't really too many voicing. It was more expressions of the animals, and so.
Well, I'm glad to hear that your day is going well, Easy. It's been very rainy over here today. Which, if you know California, you know that's kind of a big thing.
I'm simplifying this even more.
Oh, you just saw it for the first time in March? What did you, I'm guessing my nephew is here. But, what did you think of the movie Easy? It's definitely one that, had a huge impact on me as a child. And especially my love for horses. Your friend Gray was so mean to you. Oh no! To be fair, when I was a kid and I saw that part in the movie, I thought the same without anybody telling me, and I was so upset until I watched the end. I totally understand, Easy. I totally get it. That upset me so much as a kid.
Belly marking.
There is markings on it.
I know.
I can barely, like, vaguely recall.
I know. I'm like, did it have the spots on the back?
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Easy. It's definitely a really good movie, and the animation for it is like on a whole other tier. And I haven't watched it in a very long time, but I still have very fond memories of it for sure.
Okay, this is gonna be nothing like the actual thing.
Alright, Maki has finished her winter form Sawsbuck, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up an image of it and pull it up for you guys to see. Easy says that your Sawsbuck is very pretty.
Thank you. It's like so many forms. What is it?
All right, here. I want to
have a belly marking.
All right, here we have a side-by-side comparison.
Yes. How are you, dog?
So Maki definitely remembered the chest floof.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, I was like, where is he?
No, I didn't see him either.
My nephew just got here, guys. So if you hear him, that's why.
Yeah, good job. I know I'm a Pokemon. Yeah, you do.
And you remembered the spots.
Careful. You okay? Very good.
Dominic. My friend EC says hi. Do you want to come say hi? Well then. Alrighty.
At least he was polite about it.
I asked him if he wanted to come say hi to you guys, and he was like, no thank you. And then he went running downstairs. I was like, oh, okay. Oh gosh, he is full of energy. All right, so honestly, I would say like the only thing that you missed is the foot floof.
Yeah,
I would say that's like the only. All right, let me merge these together.
It'll be one of those nights where the words just slur together.
All right. Either of you guys are free to throw a Pokemon at me. Again, the only one that you are not allowed to suggest is Eternatus. That is the only one that is banned.
No, I can't find you.
And I thank you for that, Easy, because I would cry. It's my turn to draw Luma. Yeah, somebody has to suggest one for me. Although we can, so after I draw this one, Luma says for you to draw a Flaffy.
Okay. I can try.
Worm form Giratina. All right, I got this. All right. Giratina origin form coming up. I am actually very fond of Giratina. The first time I saw it in the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this Pokemon so much. And it's actually been a little while since I've drawn this guy. And the first time I saw the movie, I was like obsessed with trying to draw any screenshot that I was able to capture, and I still hate that shaman to this day. That shaman, oh my gosh, worst shaman ever. I mean, you're not wrong in calling it the worm form, though. You're really not. And I made his face look absolutely derpy. I am so sorry, Giratina.
Something must have been funny, so...
That's what he looks like after getting like 2 hours of sleep. He's like, man, these siblings of mine are arguing like crazy, and I keep seeing it in these bubbles. that are floating in my world for whatever reason, because my father hates me, and they won't shut up. But yeah, that shaman, boy, I hated that shaman so much. It was the most annoying little creature ever invented, and so ungrateful. That little stinker was absolutely just the worst. And I was like, if Giratina did eat you, I would not feel bad. Goodbye, annoying little shaman. Every other shaman is better than you. Like, give me a shaman with like 0 EVs.
It always got into trouble, didn't it?
Yeah,
that's what it was. I was like trying to remember.
It was an annoying, and the voice they got for it was just, they played up the annoying factor in that little beastie. Boy. Squiggles. 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 Hello.
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Okay. I got the Nanette account.
Oh yeah?
And it still has your name. I'm like, you guys, FYI, they can and they have your name. I'm like, shouldn't it just be too?
We have a squiggle room, but I'm gonna add some colors real quick.
Or the phone a job that will actually call me back.
That's true everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm still looking. Well, after that nightmare with UPS, that was freaking awful.
Started out doing like artsy craft business.
I'm just doing a really messy color right now.
No, Peters.
I am still looking into contacting my cousin David, because yeah, they have a storm coming, and I want to make it as unpleasant of an experience for them as possible. If I cannot get a response, that may very well be what ends up happening, because there's no way these paychecks are right. So yeah,
it's just too ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that they did. Because the paychecks that I received in the mail are very much not making any sense. So yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got some of these colors wrong, but I'm gonna roll with this. So let me go ahead and pull up Giratina. Okay, I was a little off on a couple of the colors, but for the most part I got the details right. So, you know, that's not bad. Alright, we have our side-by-side comparison. Yeah. Yeah, missing a couple extra spikes, and I got these a little off, but not too far off. So, you know, I can't complain. And up next is Maki is going to be drawing Flaffy. Flaffy, who was suggested by Luma.
It should be a little easier, but
Well, considering my Pokesona is a Flaffy fusion.
yes.
The nice thing about Flaffy is it's very round and it's very fluffy.
And its nose is very simple.
Yes, a very round snoot. Flaffy, the whole Mareep line is just a very
They have swirls.
is a god tier design line, to be honest.
And I know they're not as long as the final form, but they still are a little
Yes.
round
Yes.
here. And the belly.
Hey Jello, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it for a lurk. So just to let you know what's going on, we are doing a drawing Pokemon from memory game where the chat is suggesting Pokemon for us to draw, and we're taking turns right now. It is Maki's turn, and Luma has suggested Flaffy for them, which is an excellent choice because Flaffy. And so we are taking turns, and then once we get to a point we think we are finished, we pull up a image of the actual Pokemon and compare it side by side to see how close we were. All finished images will be uploaded to the Discord for everybody to see. So those will be shared for anybody who was not able to join during. Yeah, you are, Jello, you are definitely more than welcome to also throw Pokemon at us. If you guys want to go ahead and throw in a Pokemon for me to draw once Maki is done with the Flaffy. Again, the only one that is not allowed to be suggested is Eternatus because of obvious reasons. But yeah. I've seen other people do this challenge, and it's kind of funny to see what gets remembered and what gets left out. So it's
I hope you can use the brush. Not the eraser.
it's a pretty fun game, I think. Well, you definitely have the body shape going there. It's totally recognizably a Flaffy, for sure.
It's just straight up like right on this one.
Orb.
Ooh, how many stripes on the tail though?
I honestly, put as many as you want. I can never remember.
I want to say there's together-ish.
As far as I'm concerned, that Fluffy could have 1,000 stripes and it would still be a Fluffy of majestic quality.
I'm just gonna give it something.
Sheep! No worries, Jello. There is absolutely no reason to apologize. He gave me such a cute little smile. It's a very happy Fluffy and I want to hug it.
Just be careful.
I know. Well, I am.
Well, you won't have to worry about it.
I won't have that problem.
I'll have that problem.
Well, I mean, you're a Trico Bulbasaur duo, so they have a resistance to electricity, so you might get a little zap.
Little. At least I won't die from it.
It's true.
There's something here.
You can't type for some. Is it like? Are you like? Is it not letting you, or could be an issue with the app? I know the app does some weird things.
It gets a little buggy.
Oh, you fixed it. That's good. Okay, cool.
Let's say Twitch start working.
Yeah, Twitch. The app is okay, but sometimes yeah. As Maki said, it has its moments. So, it does things that it shouldn't, or it doesn't do things that it should.
I feel like there's something on the belly, but I don't know what shape.
If you guys want to go ahead and suggest the next Pokemon. Belly!
Oh, I need to get the wrong pink. I know that.
You're going to want to create a new layer underneath it. Steenie! Ooh. That's a good one, Luma. I'll have to see if I remember her appearance from memory.
That is a bright pink.
Yes, it is. But honestly, I would say that's actually accurate. Especially if it's a shiny. Shiny Meep.
My question is it off-white?
Go with your gut feeling. Go with your gut feeling.
I'm gonna go with a more yellowy color. I know it has yellow. I'm gonna just go brighter yellow for the bold. Now the question isn't which one is it. There's a yellow in here.
You're like, there's a stripe of color in here, but I'm not sure where it is.
We're planting it there.
Somewhere.
Eyedropper tool is
Ice. And then E.
Oh yeah, I just got so used to clicking.
That's just the happiest little Fluffy in the world, and I love them. I love them so much, I want to hug them. Alright, Maki has provided us an adorable little Fluffy. Let's see how accurate it is.
I think I mixed evolutions.
We have the Fluffy.
Oh, I was.
All right, you guys. Here is Fluffy.
I just missed all three of them.
We have a very, very adorable cousin of Fluffy. Good job. Good job on the Fluffy. I want to hug them so bad. Alrighty, next up is Steenie, which we'll see how much I remember for that one.
You got this.
Let's see. I know she's mostly round shapes, and I think she had a little stem on top, and she had big eyes. And I think there was like a little triangle marking on the side. I think there might have been little spots on here. And then it was like round, like a little poofy dress. And it's kind of funny because I think I know a Pokemon pretty well, and then it turns out that I don't know them as well as I thought I did. And I think that's it sketch-wise. Let's color. I know she was white on some. I can't remember if there was any other green on her, but I know there was pink. I can't remember if there was like little spots on here as well. Maybe not. We'll find out. All right, let's find out how off I was.
I think you're pretty spot on.
I am pretty certain that I am missing some details. Oh, okay, I wasn't as off as I thought I was, but there's some details here that I missed. All right, so I was a little off on some things, but I'd say pretty not bad, considering. Alrighty, chat. We need a Pokemon for Maki. Easy or Luma or Jello. Somebody give Maki a Pokemon. Or I will resort to a random Pokemon generator. Which works just as well, but you know. Jello. They're actually lurking, but I think they just haven't I just think they haven't updated their Discord status. Oh, unless it says that they're doing a bonus stream. Alrighty. Well. Oh, Luma just gave you Guzzlord. I am so sorry.
I have no clue which one that one is.
The only thing I'll tell you is that it's an Ultra Beast.
Yeah, I would not know that one. Okay, let's see. It's not I think I'm gonna draw the one that's in my head, but it's probably the wrong one.
Luma just gave you a pretty good hint. Remember the screaming.
What screaming?
Were you not there for that stream?
No. I don't think so.
Alright, well, go with your gut. If it ends up being horribly wrong, that just makes it more fun.
Because for all I know, I could be drawing a normal Pokemon and won't even know it.
Right.
The one I'm thinking of kind of I think it has a kind of a clown-ish color.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That's why I said I don't think it's the right one. Because it's either this one that came to mind or the this is a long stick, I know that. Really long.
Well, I'm not gonna comment for now. We'll just go with what you're picturing, and
yeah, I don't.
To be fair, Luma picked a really hard one. Luma went from friendly Flaffy to I'm gonna kick your butt with a Ultra Beast.
Apparently.
Luma went no mercy. It's all good. It's all good, Luma. It's all in good fun. Absolutely.
It's gonna be a stick figure now.
And I did not ban the Ultra Beast, so it was a totally valid request. Totally valid.
Stick this one. Because that's all I remember it being. So I was either thinking this one, or I think the other one I was thinking of was like a reddish color.
Are you talking about the buff one?
Yeah. I'm going to laugh if that was the right one. My memory is terrible. He's getting Mickey feet.
They're giving you ditto for when you next draw to compensate. That is totally fair, Luma. Totally fair. Well, you're not wrong about that.
I just can't remember if it's everywhere or it's gonna get it everywhere. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did the wrong ones.
All right, so I'm just gonna tell you now. So the one that you drew is actually Blacephalon.
Okay.
Which I'll pull that one up first, just to see how close you were to that. I actually love Blacephalon. It's a very fun Pokemon. And boy, that image is tiny. Pull it up bigger. There we go. All right, we have
more clowny shit.
this is the one that Maki was thinking of.
Yeah, because when it comes to me and the Ultra Beast, I'm just like,
Yeah. No, I already let them know, Luma, that it's technically not the correct answer, but I wanted to pull up the one that they were thinking of. Now, the one that Luma actually requested is this guy.
oh, okay. Yep, that one did not.
Which, to be honest, I don't know if I could draw this one from memory either. So, for you watching,
definitely don't.
This is Guzzlord, which is what Luma had requested. What Maki drew was Blacephalon, which is one of my favorite Ultra Beasts. So, you know, a win in my book, to be honest, because I love Blacephalon. All right, Luma, since you're the only one messaging at the moment, can either give me a Pokemon, or I will have Maki pull one up on the random Pokemon generator. Oh, you hate me. So you just want to give me a complex one to make up for Maki getting one. All right. Oh, let's let the suffering begin. Oh boy. Okay.
At least it's mostly black.
Duskmane. The brush is a little too big. You know, no need to apologize, Luma. It is a valid request for sure. I know he's got the mask thing on the face. And, you know, it's been a very long time since I've drawn Solgaleo, so I know that the eye was in the mask and that something like that, maybe. And then, boy, this is one that I do not remember very well. This is going to be hilariously bad. I apologize in advance, Duskmane, Necrozma. That's and it's funny because you actually got me a plushie of it. So I do have one in my room that Maki got for me a long time ago, and I think there's those little prisma triangle thingies and space stuff, whatever.
Swirly stuff.
And then he's got the mane going around his face. This is gonna look awful. I appreciate that, Luma. I definitely appreciate that. And it's funny, I can hear Slogaleo's cry in my head perfectly, mostly because of Pokemon Masters EX, because you do get one as a partner Pokemon. So I can hear it in my head. But see, I think it had the thing on its feet too. And I think it had the black claws. I am absolutely butchering this Pokemon. I don't remember much of Slogaleo's details because it's one of the ones that I have only drawn like once or twice total. And do you remember the shape of its tail was kind of odd because it was like this orb thing, and then it had like a holder almost. And then I mean, this was technically all black too. And then boy, I really don't remember you at all. I do appreciate the challenge though, Luma. It is a good challenge for sure. Where did the arm thing? It has the, I don't know if it was like a triangle thing on the back, and it had like the arm attachments to it that were like this kind of. I know it had like arm claw things. So Galeo, I am so sorry for butchering you in this. I think he had like stripes or something on the tummy. All right, here is my absolutely terrible. I'm not even gonna bother coloring this one because I already know I got most of it wrong. So let's pull that up and see how off I am on this one. Oh, it was on the sides. That's what it was. Alrighty. Well, and I missed the antenna things too, but I did get the black claws on the feet right, sort of. But that is
A big picture.
yeah, it's a very big picture that I am trying to shrink down so you can actually see it. Hey Jello, and welcome Raiders. Glad to have y'all here. We are doing a draw Pokemon from memory game where I am having you guys in the chat suggest Pokemon for me to draw, but also we have the special co-host of Maki who has joined me today, and she is also participating in this game. I just finished sketching my horrible rendition of Duskmane Necrozma, who, as you can see, actually, Luke, that one is banned. I stated it earlier, but you guys weren't here, so you couldn't have heard it. But Eternatus is the only one that is banned from this game for obvious reasons. Every other Pokemon, including Gen 9, is open game, but Eternatus is not one of them. And Luma did pick the next one for Maki already. So I'm gonna open a new layer for that one. And these will be posted in my Discord. So they will be available for everybody to see later on. But we will go ahead, Maki, if you would like to say hi to our raiders, and
Hello, everybody that came in.
you want to introduce yourself.
So my name is Maki. I know there's some other people that probably know me as Safi as well. I don't know if they're in chat or not. I did invite them to join, but not sure if they're here or not. But I have been, how many years has it been now? Oh, it's been so long.
What, since we met each other?
Yeah.
Well, that was, what, 6th grade? So like, we
Yeah.
would have been like 11. So that's, what, 18 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about 18 years that we've known each other.
Long-time friend, basically.
Yes.
And just a heads up, I am very bad at this, so
It is all in good fun. So, Maki is going to be drawing the next one, which Luma suggested prior to my awful necrozma. They suggested a ditto. They previously subjected Maki to the torture that was known as Guzzlord, which ended up becoming a Blacephalon instead. But either way, the Ultra Beasts are not easy to draw, so, you know, yeah.
it's just a bomb. Pretty much. I don't know how many.
Yeah, no, Tux is definitely not wrong on that. I remember the first time I saw Gigantamax Eternatus, it was like, so they're ripping off Okami then. Okay. My Sunday is going pretty okay. It was very rainy today. Very, very rainy, and it's supposed to be a high of like 48 tomorrow, so it's definitely going to be on the chilly side. But, you know, I prefer chilly over 100 and something degrees. So, you know, it's a lot easier to get warm than it is to get cooled off, so.
It's a ghost.
No worries, Tux. We are glad to have you even for a short while. You have a wonderful rest of your night. That is the most adorable ditto that I've ever seen, and they look like they're reaching for a hug, and I also wish to hug them. We say hi back, Scuzzums, and Mountain, you have a wonderful night as well, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing.
Whoa. Little too pink.
You're on the same layer as the line art.
That would be much.
Ditto is requesting to hug everybody in the chat, and they hope that you guys are having a wonderful night. So, what if you don't mind me asking, you were there we go. What were you streaming, Jello? Because I honestly had no idea that you were planning on streaming today, because we probably would have tuned in earlier if we had known. But yeah, what were you streaming? Is it more Mario Party or? You had no idea that you were going to be streaming either. Okay, well, you know, sometimes it just be like that. That is totally fair. All right, so Maki has provided us with a adorable ditto, and I'm going to pull them up here for a side-by-side comparison. Ditto the squished Pokemon. And here for our side-by-side comparison. In a very similar pose. They are both very welcoming of everybody. They are friends. Hey Alpine, welcome to the stream. You were shredding in Mario Kart. Well, that's good to hear, because I am not the greatest at that game. So yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time with that. But here we have our wonderfully adorable Ditto. And they're so squishy. Yes, no, I do remember, Luma, that Natu was next. Let me pull them up. No, wait, what am I doing? Draw it from memory. That's what
Cheating?
I got less than 5 hours of sleep. Leave me alone. I went to bed after 3 and I got up at 9, so. Alright, Natu. It is an orb. It is orbulent.
I don't think that was a door.
Yeah, that was definitely not an orb. Fun fact, I have a shiny Natu on Pokemon Go because we went to Disneyland one time and we were waiting in line for Pirates of the Caribbean and a Natu showed up, but I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see it sparkle. And when I looked at it, I was like, that color looks kind of off. Is that a shiny? And so on a whim, I decided to catch it, and sure enough, it was a good thing that I decided to catch it because it was indeed a shiny. So I do have an off-color shiny of Natu. The bird with very ginormous eyes that stares into your soul.
And it's so cute and round.
I don't fully remember the details on its wings. I just remember Alright, and here's a sketch Natu, and I'm going to color it. Except it will not be the shiny colors because I actually do not like the shiny color palette for Natu. See, I know the body was green, and then the feather was kind of a pinkish red color. Might have been a little more red than that, but we're gonna go with it. And I think this part was also reddish, and then I think that was yellow, perhaps? Natu would have been a fun addition on Scarlet and Violet, to be honest. So I think it would have been a cool addition for sure. The bird that stares into your soul. All right, we have my rendition of a Natu. Let's see if I was accurate at all. Natu. Burb. Oh, I was only slightly off on the wing.
And the feet, I think.
Yeah, the feet were supposed to be pink, but for the most part, I got it pretty darn close. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you guys. If it wants to pull up, that would be lovely. There we go. I was a little off on the wings, mostly this part here, but and the feet. The feet are the wrong color, but not bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for you guys in the chat, it is time for you guys to suggest a Pokemon for Maki. Personally, Alpine would like to see Starly or Staraptor.
Oh, was Luke's a suggestion or just
A
comment?
You know, let me pull up here. Luke suggested either Gyarados or Dreepy. If you want to pick either Gyarados or Dreepy. To be honest, I remember Gyarados more than I remember Dreepy.
Dreepy's so cute.
Dreepy is adorable. I definitely will not argue that. So, Luke, we will start with yours, and then Alpine, your suggestion will be next. And let me scroll down whichever one. There you
No, I'm gonna fight with you over the mouse.
go. Okay, ready?
Okay, let's see. I know.
Dreepy is definitely angular.
Yeah, I know. I just like starting off with a circle.
I always start with a circle for the most part.
Because then it kind of. Oh, that I might be thinking of the evolution. I want to say it has a little bit of it, though, but not too much. Like an angle on its head.
You caught a Dreepy today? Nice. I was kind of bouncing between raids yesterday, but then I decided to go hunt in some outbreaks, and I ended up catching a shiny Rotom. So that was pretty cool actually. So I was excited about that. And there goes the booth.
I know they're
The outbreaks are too well. The outbreaks are, the levels are dependent on where they are. So like the Rotoms were like level 21, I think. Oh, you just got your first bad. That would be why. Okay, I can see why. I already beat the game, so they're not a problem for me. But outbreaks are a good way to look for shinies if you don't mind grinding a little bit. If you have at least a level 60 Pokemon, they usually aren't too bad to get through. I did go through a Reverum outbreak, which was not fun because they kept running me over. So that was
you gotta work for
less
it
than
a little
pleasant.
bit.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how else are they gonna make you work for it?
Your sister beat the game for the 4th time today? Oh my goodness. I just barely started Violet.
I always get the next evolution of the drinking.
Yeah, there was a patch recently for Scarlet and Violet, and it does seem to have fixed some minor things. I personally haven't really had any issues with glitches or whatnot. Oh, Tux bought you a copy. Nice. Fix. So when they dropped the update, they did not really specify everything that was updated. Personally, I feel like the game is running smoother in comparison to when I first started playing it when it came out. And honestly, I have not experienced any debilitating glitches since I first started playing, even before the patch came out. So, I know there's people who have posted videos of some pretty great crazy glitches, but I personally have not experienced anything.
Something like that.
He lost an hour and a half to yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh
I personally have not had that issue. But I can see that's definitely possible. But they did do an update pretty recently, so I would say it's definitely playable. I have not noticed any absolutely terrible glitches. Yeah, the textures definitely have some issues. I know there's times where I'm running by cliffs or whatever, and it almost looks like water because of how the textures are rendering on the on the cliffs. But yeah, if you get Scarlet, I will say it will be easier on you getting Virgin exclusives from Violet, because a lot more people got Violet than they did Scarlet, so they're kind of desperate to get the Scarlet exclusives. So you would definitely have an edge on that.
I was surprised
So.
how popular Violet was versus Scarlet.
A lot of people picked Violet because of Miraidon. Personally, I like Koraidon better, but that is just me. But yeah, Jello, when you when you're playing, I will definitely help you with version exclusives. I can definitely help you with that if you are looking to get the shiny charm, which has made shiny hunting really fun.
On top of sandwiches.
Ceruledge is definitely a great Pokemon. I like both of them. I like both Ceruledge and Armarouge. Hi, Dom.
What's the good Pokemon?
The Pokemon we're talking about is Ceruledge. It's a cool Pokemon.
The Sailage?
Alright, so we have an adorable Dreepy from Maki. Let's go ahead and pull it up for comparison.
Okay, I see.
That picture is itty bitty, but I'm just that it's fine. It's fine. All right, here. Whoops, because I erase it. All right, here is our side by side comparison of Dreepy with Maki's Dreepy. I would say it's actually really close.
Yeah.
I would say probably the only thing you're missing is like the little
spikes.
the spiky things in the middle.
Yeah. Arms need to be a little longer too.
All right, so next up will be Alpine's request of either Starly or Staraptor. And let's see how I do with this. Alrighty, so let's see. I'll probably do Starly just because it's a little more simplistic on my brain. I know Starly is very round. Starly is a very round little borb. And he's got a little curly Q on the head. And I know he's got kind of a long thin-ish beak. And cute little round eyes. Which is very deceiving because it becomes a very, very cool Pokemon after it evolves. And I know it's got like a...
And chases after you too.
Can't remember the markings fully, but I know it has like around like white around the eyes. And I think the wings kind of curled up a bit. I might be thinking of another Pokemon, and it's very possible. I know I am probably really off on some of this. Like I can vaguely see it in my head, but then also I can't. which is like, this isn't really helpful. And I know it's mostly like brown, and it's got like a white chest. I'm thinking. This is probably like really, really off. I feel like the head should be a little more oblong. Like, and I also feel like the eyes should be a little further apart. I was telling Maki earlier, it's kind of funny how you know a Pokemon pretty well, but then when you try to do it from memory, and it's like, maybe I don't know it as well as I thought I did.
And you always have that little nag going, you're forgetting something.
Right, exactly. And it's just like, I know I'm missing something, but what is it? What am I forgetting? And I can't remember, did the wings? I think the wings were just solid brown. I know this is like way off, but we're gonna find out just how off I was, and I'm gonna be really mad at myself for not remembering very simple details. That's what the marking. Oh my gosh, I forgot a lot of details. Boy, I do not remember Starly nearly as well as I thought I did.
To me, it kind of looked like you were kind of going for like a Rookity, I think it is.
No, Rookity had very different markings, but
I got the face.
I got
like
the
an arrow.
I got the wing shape right.
Mm-hmm.
The wing shape is right, but boy, the markings, I was way off. I was forgetting a lot of stuff. Scott the Woz is looking for a 2D artist. I mean, like for what exactly? Just out of curiosity. This is a very terrible Starly.
It's cute.
Starly but penguin. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. It's
It
like
does look like a penguin.
it's a very penguin-looking Starly. It's like if you combined a Starly with an Ice Cube, that's kind of along the lines of what you would end up with. Well, I mean, the cartoony stuff I definitely can do, but the realistic painting style is not my thing. Anyways, I definitely, give me some more details in, Discord. But, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong, Outline, for sure.
Oh, that is pretty fast.
But if somebody would like to suggest a Pokemon for Maki, again, it can be any Pokemon from Gens 1 through 9 except for Eternatus, who is banned for obvious reasons, because they're evil and no person should have to draw it if they don't have to. I think Jello is trying to imply they want you to draw a Meloetta.
You think?
All right, Maki, go for it. Meloetta.
It has two forms though, doesn't it?
I would probably just whichever
One.
form that you remember best. Either one is good.
I was like, wait, they have two forms though.
Most people associate it with the Aria form,
the long green.
yeah, but there's also the pirouette form. But I would say whichever one you recall best is good. But yeah, definitely thank you for the alert, Jello.
Is it right or left? It's gonna be this way. I think I should know this because I see it a whole lot on our Jello stream, but you know.
Well, the thing is, I do a lot of Meloettas, and sometimes I do the headset on one side, and then I'll draw them on the other. So honestly, do not go off of what I'm doing because I purposely switch it up.
You're misleading me.
You lied to me.
It's gonna end up being in the rocks, I know. I mean, they have similar body shape.
They do. Speaking of which, Jello and Luma, you will be very interested to hear this, but I actually did sketch a Meloetta the other day that kind of came out of nowhere. I don't have a song associated with them because they actually were inspired by a picture that Luma shared in the chat on Discord. So I will be showing that to you guys later if you are interested in that. A robot Eevee. Are you talking about Cynthia? Because that is the only robot Eevee I can think of. Or at least the previous iteration of Cynthia. Yes, Luma, your graphic was the inspiration from it. So I will be sharing that with you. I don't really know why, but I saw the picture and this Meloetta was kind of screaming in my head that they wanted to be drawn, and so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Never argue with the characters.
You heard Cynthia in your heart. So are you thinking of Champion Cynthia? Because if so, that is totally fair. I will still never forget when I found her in Gen 5 Unova, and I walked into the house and she was just there, and I was like, oh cool, it's Cynthia, and then she immediately challenged me to a battle and absolutely destroyed my team. And yeah, that was a very not fun time. She destroyed me in Gen 4 and then proceeded to do it again in Gen 5 with no warning. And boy,
She's
was
just tough.
Cynthia is the only champion that I have ever struggled with in any Pokemon game. She is the only one who has given me a hard time. Cynthia's brutal. She's brutal, and she lives up to her reputation in every iteration in the games. Fun fact, though, the Cynthia I was talking about between me and Jelloetta, her name actually was inspired by Champion Cynthia, so they are connected in relation to the name. Yeah, that's totally fair. Cynthia just has this very intimidating feel to her, and you could be total besties with her, and she could still scare the patooties off of anybody. Like she is just that amazing.
Don't mess with her.
That is true, Jello. I did think that iteration of our Cynthia was really cool, and being able to transform into whatever evolution that she wanted. That definitely was something I really liked about that iteration.
I lost her arm.
Earlier, Luma suggested that I draw Arceus and Jello, as you know, that I kind of laughed because, you know, I do my little mini Arceus comics, so that would have been a very, very quick and easy Arceus. Alright, Maki has provided to us a very elegant Meloetta. Now let us get the comparison picture.
That's the one.
It
One
almost
side dress.
it almost kind of looks like you combined the two, which is really cool, actually. But here we have a side-by-side comparison. And I really like the pose that you did for her too. Like, it looks like she's about to do ballet.
Mm-hmm.
So good job on the Meloetta. Oops.
I'm not going in the folder.
You want to see Lokik's neck. Ooh. We got a Gen 9 request.
I was like, that one I would never know.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one because I am still not familiar with a lot of the designs for Gen 9. So this will be interesting. I remember when they were initially talking about this one being leaked, everybody was calling it Kamen Rider because it looked like that. And I know it kind of has an elongated body. And then I don't know if it was like this, and the eyes are kind of angry looking. And it's something like that. And I can't remember if it had like little evil antenna on top. And then like little narrow arms.
Oh, it's that one.
The evil grasshopper cricket guy.
Yeah.
that constantly chases after me. Like the evil little bug that he is. He's got like,
Stay back. And then you go, where's the repel when I need it?
and then he's got like the something like that. This is actually going to be really interesting to see if I got even slightly accurate to what it looks like. I don't know if I remember if it like connected to that or. This will be very interesting to see if I got this even slightly right.
I think you did.
I just know these guys chase me around constantly. that is like the only thing I remember about these guys is that they absolutely despise me for no reason other than because they can. And then like their eyes are like bright orange. And they're like mostly like a dark gray for the most part.
I think I would not have known that. I just run away from them.
When you have them attacking you constantly like they are me, you at least remember the terrifying orange of their eyes.
I think the first one I saw, I didn't know what it was. It was just like, so I walked up to it, and all of a sudden it got the exclamation point and started charging at me. I was like, no!
You're like, wait, hold on, I was not asking for this. I know it had bright, like, orange eyes, and then, like a darker gray-ish.
And then I think I just went exploring somewhere else. Did not want Pokemon charging at me all the time.
I mean, who would want that?
I mean, if it's cute, then okay. They can charge.
I think this was like slightly lighter orange, maybe.
It might meet me off a cliff, but you know.
It was something like this, I think. Alright, let's see if I was even remotely close to being accurate.
I would say you are pretty close.
That is not what I was looking for. Really? That
Because Mimikyu is real.
I'm trying to look up this Pokemon and it's giving me pictures of Mimikyu for some reason. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. I see.
I think you got the general shape of it.
I kind of got some of it, but I was also kind of very off. So side by side comparison.
I will say that is pretty good.
I mean the face isn't too off, I guess, but and the legs weren't too off. But I was definitely missing some markings. But yeah. Hello there, welcome to the stream, Loli Mia.
Hey, Loli.
So what are your...
Yes,
Oh,
my
okay.
friend.
Oh, okay, I was like, I've never seen this person before. But welcome to the stream, and we are currently doing a Draw a Pokemon from Memory challenge. Maki is co-hosting with me today, and people in the chat are the ones who are suggesting the Pokemon, and the only one that is banned is Eternatus, for obvious reasons. Every other Pokemon, gens 1 through 9, as you can see here, are totally free game. So yeah, if you have any questions, you are definitely more than welcome to ask either me or Maki. But you know, my memory is absolutely horrendous, and it does not help that I got maybe 5 hours of sleep at most. So I'm gonna blame it on that. Yeah, my brain is it's a little faulty. But these will be posted to my Discord chat, which let me share the link here. Anybody who wants to join the Discord will be absolutely welcome. So definitely feel free to do so if you would like. And if anybody would like to suggest the next Pokemon, although it looks like you were suggested a Chikorita.
Ooh.
So Maki, Chikorita is your topic.
Grass starter.
Maki's like, yes, grass starter. I don't know if you want to make that smaller.
Oh, thank
Fresh
you.
size 30.
Oh, that took the whole thing.
I'm not the biggest fan of Chikorita, but I definitely love Bayleaf. I always thought Bayleaf was adorable, and Ash was absolutely horrible to Bayleaf. He was super abusive to that poor thing.
A very ugly looking leaf.
I do have a shiny Chikorita on Pokemon Go, and its name is Potato. My little potato Chikorita. Potato.
It looks like the Among Us.
I just realized,
no.
Maki, why did you have to point that out? Oh god! If
You are never gonna unsee that.
So, yeah, Luma caught what you said. Oh gosh, we have an imposter Chikorita. Among Us leaf. Oh my gosh, that's the funniest thing. Now I feel like you have to draw it as an Among Us character.
Just add the leaf on it.
Oh my gosh, that.
Circle. I am not going to unsee that now.
I am not going to be able to unsee that either. Now, every time I look at Chikorita, all I'm going to think of is imposter. The final evolution of Fungus and Among Us. Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
And now we have Lolinia to thank for this wonderful suggestion, which resulted in some great hilarity.
Lily's very good at that.
That's amazing, Luma, and I love it.
Triangle. Toes.
Potato needs a mouth.
It does, I'm sure.
That's actually really pretty dead on.
I don't think that it didn't grow the tail at this stage.
I honestly don't remember. Now you have me wondering. Alright, we have a super, super cute Chikorita. Let us go ahead and pull up a picture for comparison. It did
have a tail.
It did have a tail. Okay, we have big picture. That is too big. Small. I would say you're actually really dead on though.
Need to extend the legs a little bit more and thin them out at the end. But yeah.
And then whoa, what are you doing there? But and then one toe. Yeah, little nail. But yeah, that's a pretty accurate Chikorita there. No, I did not want the layer in there. All right, who is our next Pokemon? Shuckle. I have a phrase I would like to say, but my nephew is here, so I'm not allowed to say it. Don't fuckle with Shuckle. Let's see, Shuckle, it's got the round shell. And it's got a little arm loopy. And got a little limb here. And a little limb there. This guy is Noodles. He is Noodles. And then he's got one for his little neck.
Has it been a while since Shuckle been a Pokemon?
That's a good question.
Because I don't think it was in Sword and Shield.
I don't think so either.
And I don't think it's in the new ones either.
It is
Yes.
not.
Huh? My favorite? I like Bulbasaur.
I like Bulbasaur and
You-
all kinds of Pokemon.
Yeah?
I was like, I made that eye way too big.
It's watching you.
Give him a little smile. He's gonna be
So
a
cute.
It's gonna be a happy Shuckle. I want it to be a happy Shuckle. Don't make Shuckle angry. You don't want to make Shuckle angry. I will still never forget the fact that Shuckle can do over 7 mil damage technically
Oh my goodness.
in game. If you do an exact setup, Shuckle can do over 7 million damage, and it's absolutely horrifying.
I think such a cute little Pokemon can do that.
Alright, let's color. I'm gonna make this one shiny. If I can remember the shiny colors. I think I made his limbs a little too thin, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it.
It adds to the cuteness.
And I know his shell is a nice, pretty blue as a shiny. And then wait.
That's not what they throw at us in Mario Kart, is it?
It might as well be. that would honestly explain why it instantly takes you out. Now we know, guys, the blue shell in Mario Kart is actually a alternate form of Shuckle. Now you know. Facts brought to you by Maki. Really? I have not heard that. A Poltegeist can one-shot the 7-star chart. That would be interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. Alright, let us have our comparison. Well, I made the eyes a little more detailed than they probably should have been, and I'm missing a couple spots on Rock, but you know what? I was pretty darn close. I was pretty close, and I made him a little too pale. This is a very pale Shuckle for some reason. Maybe he's not feeling good. Maybe he needs a tan. He needs to stop hiding in his shell. All right, shiny Shuckle, everybody. Mine is happier than the one in the reference picture, but all right. Why does it keep doing that? Stop it. All right, now we need a Pokemon from Maki. Luma has suggested Among Us.
Have to think.
We have 3 votes for Among Us.
I think I know which one. I think.
Oh, you're on the folder layer.
It's not working!
4 votes for Among Us. Everybody wants Among Us for some reason. I think they finally are feeling appreciated.
I'm sorry. I don't know if this turns out bad. Because I'm
Hey, at
probably
least
thinking of the wrong one.
Hey, at least it's not Guzzlord again.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would have never.
I pulled up the picture and I still wouldn't be able to draw it right now.
Oh no, which way did the lines go? They're gonna go this way. I'm probably thinking of the wrong
You can't
one.
fifth it, Luma. You're the one who posted it in the first place.
Eat the shroom.
You're not wrong.
Because I'm lazy.
I mean, we get the idea.
And the eyes are probably in the wrong.
No, actually, I think you put them in the right spot, if I remember correctly. I actually think that's really spot on. I am pretty sure that that's what it looks like. All right, let's pull it up, but I'm pretty sure Maki got it pretty darn close.
It was the other way.
You know what? You were still really accurate, so like legit. All right, side by side comparison. I would say Maki got it really close. That was definitely
the closest one. Oh, the Chikorita was probably the. Oh, they're both even.
Seriously, you did a good job with this. Like, you got the eyes in the right location. You remembered the Pokeball arms, which is something I would have forgotten. So you nailed that one for sure. All right. What is my Pokemon, guys? I'm just gonna throw in some random leaves. Oh, Zacian. You know, you would think that I would be able to remember this one considering the design trade that I did not that long ago. The Poltegeist combination with Zacian and Zamazenta. But we will find out if I remember it as well as I think I do.
Designs came out amazing.
Yeah, that one I actually had to pull a lot of references for because they have very weird.
Are their lengths longer than the normal?
They have a really long body and a very long neck, like a very weirdly long neck. I did have like something there. And then it's got like something here. Something like that. Because then the eyes are kind of shadowed and got the weirdly long neck for some reason. Like they gave these dogs like weird long necks. Like why? And they have really lanky legs too. Like their legs are really thin.
Well, their weapons are kind of big, so I guess they would need that room from the ground.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm actually probably going to have to shrink this down because I think I drew it too big. And then I think it's got like something like this on the leg, and then it's got the wing-looking thing.
Teenage version of it. It's not full grown yet.
Right. And then you got the braid thing going on here.
I think that would be like the only thing I remember.
It's got like the 3 spotty things, and then it's got the long coat. And oh, good question.
No, no.
Maki
No.
says no, but I think it's only fair. You gave me a pretty y'all gave me a pretty complex one. I think Maki needs to suffer with me. Ignore my absolutely horrible anatomy. This is like really, really bad anatomy, and I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking about. That is good. So.
Ooh, Lumas. Well, that one is complex, but it's not god awful complex. At least in my opinion. I need to shrink this down because I don't have room for the tail. Weep. I need room for the tail. And then the tail kind of comes off like this, and it's got like an end here, and then it's long and fluffy. Here, did something come off at the end of this? I don't know. My memory is awful. And I'm not drawing the sword. I don't feel like drawing a sword. I don't like drawing weapons. I don't know, but that probably sounds kind of lazy, but I'm not.
It's a detailed weapon, though.
It is. I mean, I could try drawing a really bad version of the sword and just be like, yeah, this is what you're getting.
You can put the general shape.
Just write the word sword. Sword. Yeah, no, Zacian doesn't fight with an actual sword. It just wields a giant word sword, and that's what we're going with. Maybe I'll try and do my best attempt at the sword. I'm sorry, Zacian, you're getting a very ugly version of your sword.
It's the training sword.
It's a training sword, there you go. It's got like a little...
I mean, we already said it was like a teenage pup, so it's his training sword.
Zacian's like, what the heck is this thing? What am I? Why do I look like this?
Yes, I did remind you.
I think it had something like that. I'm sorry, Zacian, I tried. Alright.
I'd say that is pretty close.
Alright, let's pull that up. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the ones on the hind. And I forgot the markings on the body, but
that's pretty close.
Not too far off.
Yeah. The wing shape's a little different.
Yeah, the crown shape is different, but
or the wings on the back, I mean, were a little
yeah,
different.
that was what I was saying about missing the hind ones. So yeah, here's the real Zacian, and they are looking at me with a lot of disappointment right now. They are very disgusted with me right now. They're like, how dare you? How dare you do this to me?
I am more majestic.
Right, how dare you get all these details wrong?
Sorry, you're so detailed for my memory.
Alrighty, so there you go. We have a very weird looking Zacian. Alrighty, so Regidrago.
I have absolutely no clue, I swear. I feel like this is one of those ones that I didn't have the game console, so I did.
Sword and Shield. It's from Sword and Shield.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
And I clearly haven't played that a lot.
To be fair, it was introduced in the DLC.
That would be. I don't think I finished the DLC part.
How about this? Draw what you think a dragon type Reggie would look like. If you absolutely have no idea, we can go with another one.
Yeah,
Alright, so let's pick another one for Maki, and then I'll do Regidrago.
Watch, you're gonna draw it, and then I'm gonna be like, I know it now.
I will do Regidrago on the next turn. Alright, Suicune. We have Suicune. Oh, you know what? It's too bad Tux is not here. Tux loves Suicune. That is their.
He would chew me out though.
That is their Pokemon.
I feel like I'd be chewed out though.
Not necessarily. I do like Suicune's design a lot.
And it's another puppy.
It's a puppy. We got 2 doggos in a row.
I have no clue what it would look like from the side. I don't know why I did it from the side.
Which is funny because, like, in a lot of the box art, or in a lot of the official art, it's always usually facing to the side.
Yeah. I probably did that too big. But, oh well.
I don't know. I always thought the crystal on Suicune was pretty
really big. Yeah.
Mhm.
My hair was really floofy.
Yes, it has a very
wavy.
majestic mane.
And I am terrible at animals, so I'm gonna butcher.
Hey, it's
the
good
proportions.
practice. It is good practice. I mean, I know I butchered Zacian's anatomy really bad, so like no judgment here.
And I think I know how proportions go for an animal.
They can be hard though, because
Yeah.
every animal is different. Because it's like you get like the proportions with most canines, and then you look at the maned wolf,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is literally a fox on stilts.
Oh.
So there's a lot of variations in animal anatomy. So like zero judgment here.
I'm just going straight down. I am too lazy.
Fair enough. As long as we're getting the point of what you're trying to illustrate here. That is what counts most.
In the back, so. Thor, I need you.
Although if you did call him, well, they might be locked out right now. So.
I need a model.
I need a 3D reference. I will have to say this is a lot of fun, so we'll definitely have to do this again in the future.
Finish the swoopy hair.
I'm certainly learning that I'm not remembering a lot of Pokemon as well as I thought I do. So that's definitely a very interesting revelation to find out.
Start?
Oh yeah, no. I usually go to, I think it's 3D model or 3D resource.com, whatever it's called, because they have some good model rips.
Ribbon. Ribbon.
That it do.
Along with the sword.
You I just saw your comment and I almost spit out my drink, so thank you for that. Oh gosh. Wow. A plus commentary here. Thank you guys.
You think I know this? I want to say it's this, but it also has like a diamond shape. I thought. I have diamonds here. I'm thinking diamonds because just ice. Yeah.
Well, and then it's got the big old crystal on its head too.
Yeah.
I remember when I first played Pokemon Coliseum and then finding out that you get to catch the 3 legendary dogs, and I was like super excited about it because I loved them, but then they were such a huge pain in the butt to catch. But one of my funniest memories that I have from that is I had Raikou, and I was trying to battle with it so I could work on purifying it, and it went into shadow mode, which is when it likes to stop listening to you, and it ended up attacking the opposing trainer.
Oh.
And I remember laughing so hard over that. That was years and years ago, but it attacked the opposing trainer, and I remember just laughing so hard. And it's like, looking back on it now, that would actually be pretty horrifying, because like, you have this giant saber-toothed tiger that just got really, really angry and just attacked the other trainer. Like, yeah, you're going to jail for murder. Accidental murder, but it was murder nonetheless. But alright, we have a amazing Suicune, so let's get a side-by-side comparison here.
It went down the bottom too.
Alright, here is our Suicune reference.
Okay, so ribbon goes reverse. And diamonds down the
Alright, we have our side-by-side comparison. And you actually got a lot of the details right, so I mean, props to you for that.
Couple things. The ribbon on the tail goes the other way. From the back end to the front. And then the diamond that I put on the belly is actually up higher on the side.
To be fair, Suicune is pretty detailed, so I mean,
it's so pretty.
It is definitely that. Alright, so I will be doing Pixluma's previous suggestion of Regidrago. I don't fully remember the details of this one, but I'm gonna try my best. I do remember that it is round. They're so round. They're just turbulent sphere. I don't remember the eye pattern for it. I think it was the one that was kind of like a Y. Something like that. And then it got stubby little leggies. He's got stubby little leggies. And then, see, one side was like a dragon's lower jaw. And then the other one was the dragon's upper jaw, And it looks kind of like a Charizard, I always thought. Which, I need to move this because that is off. And then he's just a very polite little guy here. He's just like, hi, how are you doing? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? He's just kind of there. He's just there. Buff Kirby.
I was thinking Kirby too.
Well, apparently you and Maki were thinking on very similar terms. And I know he's like this color.
Yep, that does it. Yep, I remember now.
And then it's like really dark. And then I think the eyes were white. I can't remember if it had any other markings on the body. I feel like it didn't. But maybe it did. I don't remember. But we're gonna go with this.
Maybe back markings. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Anyways, this is what I'm rolling with. This is my Regidrago, and I'm gonna pull up a picture to see if I'm accurate at all. It did have markings. And I was a little off on some of the details of the head of the dragon, but you know what? I am pretty proud of mine, and mine definitely looks a lot nicer, and that it looks a lot more friendly.
I would say friendlier.
Mine is definitely a hey, how's it going kind of guy, whereas the other one is like, I'm gonna eat your soul. But yeah, not bad. I am I'm okay with this, and I forgot the details on the legs. I couldn't remember if there was something there or not, but apparently there was. Mine just happens to look a lot more friendly. I have a bootleg Regidrago here. Alrighty. Alright, we need a Pokemon suggestion from Maki. Glaceon. Ooh. That shouldn't be. It's an evolution.
Yes.
So, I mean, gotta love those evolutions. Although my favorite is still and always will be Vaporeon. Unless they come out with a very, very cool ghost type evolution, which I keep hoping they will do, and they haven't. And I'm very sad. We're making the sprites for a Pokemon. I mean, I think it would be cool to actually make like a fan game or a ROM hack, to be honest. But I don't know diddly squat about coding, so that would be the challenging part. If somebody could figure out the technical part of it, I would absolutely be willing to do the art portion for it. Glaceon. While we have some peoples here, what is everybody's favorite evolution? Out of curiosity, I would like to hear what your guys' favorite evolutions are. Sylveon is definitely an excellent choice. You're not wrong, Luma, because yeah, it has, you have to calculate all the type combinations, advantages, disadvantages, resistances, immunity. Plus, then you have all the individual stats. So there's a lot of components there.
Too much math.
You're not. Yeah, that's not wrong.
Or the back of the head. I don't see the back too much.
Yeah, usually you don't see the back.
Let me see the side.
Yes. Pixluma likes Sylveon and Jolteon. Also excellent. Jolteon's a fun one. I really like its design. It's very dynamic and angular, and it's fun to draw too. So that definitely does not hurt. So yeah, definitely a very, honestly, there's really no wrong answer. Every evolution is good, to be honest. For me, Vaporeon is my favorite because of nostalgia, but also I really like its design, and I do like some of its older renditions where it had a more frilly tail and neck frill. I've seen some very ornate designs of that, and I really like those. But every evolution is good, so there is really no wrong answer. I mean, with Flareon, you get all that floof. It is so floofy. So much floof. And then Umbreon is really sleek and has great color combos. Espeon is also really cool. I love that it's inspired by the Nekomata. And despite it having a pretty simple design overall, it actually works really well. Glaceon, I like its color combos, and the design is really fun. Leafeon is cool because I like the leaves. Hi Easy, welcome back. We're still continuing with our game here, and Maki is currently working on drawing a Glaceon. And I was asking everybody for their favorite evolution. And
no room for the eyes.
I don't know, I think you did.
I can't remember if they were really underneath though.
So yeah, basically I was asking everybody for their favorite evolution, but I was also saying that there's no wrong answer because they are all fantastic. So like you really can't go wrong with favorite evolution. Your favorite Sylveon is definitely a lot of people's favorite, and I honestly can see why, because it has a really pleasing design. Also, you have transflag colors, which just adds to the awesomeness, you know. And then it has an excellent shiny, which, you know, really helps too because
You can actually tell the difference.
yeah, some of the evolutions got gypped on their shinies. Glaceon and Leafeon, I am looking at you. And Jolteon and Flareon. Those four really got gypped on their shinies. I feel like Jolteon, if they pushed the green a little more, it would have been cool. But we have an excellent Glaceon here, so let's go ahead and pull it up for a comparison. And Maki is pretty.
I forgot the ears.
pretty dead on. But yeah, you did forget the ears.
I was like, I couldn't remember if the danglies were the ears or not.
You know, to be honest though, that actually would have been really cool, like a long-eared hound almost. So like that actually would be really cool. And you did remember the leg markings.
I forgot the back marking, the back diamond in the back.
You have a question.
I do not. I really haven't worked much with Pokemon Home, to be honest.
I'm not going to talk about Pokemon Home because I am still salty. I am still very salty. All right. If somebody would like to give me a Pokemon, I wouldn't mind if it was an evolution to go with Maki's. I really don't want to talk about it, Luma, because I am still very, very bitter about it. And
for me, it's like kind of Pokemon Home came out and I just never used it.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it for a lot of people it ended up being just kind of a
storage,
a box.
Yeah.
Easy has suggested Leafeon to match with your Glaceon. Alright, we have evolution siblings here. And I do really like Leafeon, so thank you for the suggestion. I do really like Leafeon though. It has a very pleasing design. And when I actually got to visit Jelawetta the first time, I found a shiny Eevee out there, and just by sheer dumb luck, I found a shiny Eevee there, and I ended up evolving it into a Leafeon because of the location that I found it in, and definitely no regrets on that. It was very fitting because it was a shiny Eevee that I got in Washington. So, you know, very, very green place with lots of trees. And what better evolution for that than a Leafeon?
Oh, nice. Congrats, Lily, on your first shiny.
Oh, what was your first shiny? Really? Nice. I went to an outbreak for those, and I kept hoping I was gonna find a shiny, and I did not. But congrats on that shiny. That's really cool. Oh, Leafeon has a slender-ish body. It's got the two little floofs. And it got the little leafies on the leg. I am still working on how I draw paws, but I'm learning. I'm working at it. And then it's got a leaf on the back.
Ooh, the shiny Celebi in Pokemon Go, that is definitely hard.
Oh yeah, that one took a while. I am currently working on the one for Keldeo, but that's gonna be a while before I get that because it was like beat a raid, and there was like none showing up by me, and I was like, cool, that is absolutely not helpful to me at all, even slightly.
You know, like, I think that is like one of the best ways to find a shiny is like when you don't even know you ran into it, and then it just pops up with the animation.
Yeah, well, to be honest, because I did look up its shiny because I had no idea what the Gen 9 shinies looked like, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna like run away from one on accident.
Right.
But it had shiny Tatsugiri is kind of like a brownish color. But I mean, it's a way to get connected though, easy. So I mean, like, it's at least a good way to get that started, at least. And here is my Leafeon. Yay! Oh my gosh, what the? Dude, getting above level 40 is insane. Like, I am level 40 on Pokemon Go, but the requirements to get above that are absolutely ridiculous. And some of them I feel like you are required to spend money in order to get it. So like props to him, but also how? Because I looked into how to get to the higher levels, and yeah, it's
You literally have to be on it all the time.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Yeah, if you are not living on Pokemon Go, you can't get above level 40. But yeah, here is my Leafeon, and I was a little off. I didn't remember it was two leaves on this leg, and I made the chest leaf a little too small, but got most of it right. So you know, it's at least recognizably a Leafeon, and not like, is that a Jolteon? But yeah, Leafeon, woo! Alright. Need a Pokemon from Maki. Flareon.
I think we're just gonna go through the whole evolution now.
I mean, I am certainly not against drawing all the evolutions. And if we're not counting Eevee, there technically we could draw half of them each. So I mean,
yeah.
I do like. Oh, the opacity's still on 31%.
Oh. Doesn't matter. Gonna make you guys squint to see.
Flareon is definitely super duper floofy though, and I love how floofy it is. Xatu for the next one.
I'm not gonna forget my ears this time.
I remember Xatu, but I can never remember the details on the wings right. So it's always the like I can get Xatu's overall look right, but getting the details on it is something I never remember.
I can't remember how the floofy goes.
It's floof.
I know it had a head on it.
So far, like, if nobody told me that like, if somebody's like, oh, she's drawing an evolution, but I'm not telling you which one. As soon as you drew that floof, I would have been like, Flareon. That's a Flareon right there. Like, no question about it. That is a Flareon.
I'm almost bordering Growly though. If it weren't for the ears.
A what?
Growly. The fire dog.
Growlithe?
Yeah. My brother calls it Growly.
Oh, I was like, is there a new Pokemon I'm missing on, or what?
I want to give it a floppy ear, but they don't have floppy ears.
Yeah, Growlithe is definitely a cutie patootie.
See, I am definitely more visual than anything else, so.
I mean, valid.
That is my learning style, and it has always been my learning style.
Same, though. Growlithe is a cutie patootie. I remember when I found a shiny one on Legends Arceus, and I got so excited. I purposely hunted for that one, though. It wasn't like a random find. I was purposely hunting for it, but I was still very excited to find it. So much floof. With Flareon, I feel like it's impossible to give it too much floof. Oh, you found a shiny Snom, nice. I was hoping that I would find one when I was hunting for the shiny Citadel, which I never found, by the way, because I ended up with 4 shiny Sneasels instead. One of which Easy actually ended up with. But yeah, Snom is adorable, and I love it. And I actually, somebody that I follow on Tumblr, for a while they were hand making little plushies of Snom, and if you requested it, they would add a little like little jingle bell in it, so that it made little little tinkly noises whenever you moved it, kind of like how it sounds in the game, and it's adorable, and I love it. I love that little Snom plushie. My little jingle Snom.
I'm simplifying things.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's more like bunny ears.
I mean, they kind of do have bunny ears, though. Yeah, in relation to your Snom, though, Easy, when I found my shiny Slitherwing, I did find a shiny Frostmoth shortly after. And I kind of had to stop and stare at it for a minute, because I was like, is it the lighting, or is it a shiny? Because it looks like it's kind of green, but I'm also not entirely sure. And so I had to run into it, and it sparkled, and I'm like, it was a shiny all along.
Something like that. It's a bit more fluff.
The shinies that are hard to tell, I have to sit and stare at it and hope that it doesn't run away so I can get a proper look at it, because I'm like, I can't tell if you're a shiny or not. I don't remember setting up my account like that, but I will have to check. I will have to check that, Luma. Well, then it's a good thing that you ended up catching it easy, because that would have sucked if you found out later that it was a shiny and you didn't catch it. Floof. Floofy floof. It's like that shiny Natu that I found at Disneyland. I didn't know if it was a shiny for sure, but I caught it because I wasn't sure. And yeah, it was a shiny, so it would have sucked if I didn't catch it. But yes, we have an awesome Flareon provided by Maki, who captured its floofiness perfectly. So I would say that's a dead-on Flareon. Like, if somebody showed me this and asked me what evolution it, there's no doubt that's a Flareon. Like, absolutely zero question, that's a Flareon. Yeah, so I don't. So I just got a spam text message. I was like, so if you don't sign in and renew, your Netflix account's gonna be shut down. Okay, yeah, I don't have a Netflix account, so yeah. You go with that, buddy. All right, so Luma requested a Zatu from me, so I am going to be doodling a Zatu as best as I can, which I know that it has a very round head, just like Natu. I do remember a big difference was that it kind of had a curved, bent beak. In comparison to Natu, it still has the big eye that stares into your soul. Stares into your soul. And then its body is kind of like a bullet shape. And then it's got the feather coming off the back of its head. Yeah. I am constantly getting spam messages about how there's suspicious activity on my Amazon account, and it's like, yeah, I hate Amazon, so I don't have an account with them. So you try again, buddy. You know, it's got the eye design thingy, and it's like, and then there was 3 stripes, I think. And then I think it still had. I think it only had one, like, big toe compared to Natu, which was different. Yes, I am aware of that, Luma, but I do not purchase any of their products. And I mostly started streaming because Jello made it sound fun and I wanted to try it, so. Zatu! And then it had stripes down here. And let me see if I can get the colors right. Yeah, I think I made it a little shorter than normal, but you know what? It's a short Zatu. Helps if I turn the layer on. And then I think I made that a little more orange than I should have. It should be more on the yellow side, but and then the wings were white. And then we need some pinky red. I think these were pink. And I know these were. And I'm learning from my mistake with not to. I'm making the feet pink this time. All right, let's see what details I missed. If I can spell. Okay. I was a little off on the wings.
And the collar. Black on the back.
Yeah, I was a little off. I switched those around. So I was a little bit off, but I got
not bad. Though.
I got the general feel for Xatu. We got they're not too different. Yeah, Xatu is a cool Pokemon, and I guess he doesn't have a very noticeable tail if he even has one. So I guess I threw that in extra. Yes, Xatu is spelled with an X. It's Xatu, but it's pronounced as if it was a Z. So very very easy to confuse, but it is spelled with a X. Honestly, that is totally fair because when I first learned about that Pokemon, I always thought it was a Z as well. So like, you are not alone. All right, we need a Pokemon for Maki. Ooh, Absol. Absol is definitely a design that I am very fond of. I remember the first time that I found one in Emerald, I like freaked out because I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And then it ran away on me, and I was very upset. Because they had, and then they have such a low appearance rate that I couldn't find one.
Oh no!
And I was so upset about it because I really liked its design, and I wanted one on my team, but I could not find one. But it's definitely one of the cool ones for sure, both design and lore wise. It is a cool Pokemon, and I think I'll have to throw one in at some point in my comic because it would be cool, and I like them.
There's some foof.
You are correct. The most misunderstood. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with you on that. I remember when I was watching the anime series and they did the Absol episode where the village, like the people in the city were trying to chase it away, and then it turned out it was trying to warn them about a disaster. And I had felt so bad for that poor Absol because it was just trying to warn everybody. And they were not being nice. That would definitely be a Pokemon I would need to have around me so that like it can warn me when like I'm about to do something stupid. It'll sense the danger and be like, okay, stop. Just stop. What? I didn't say a bad word. I just got scolded by my nephew, but I did not say a bad word, so.
Did I miss something? He can read your thoughts.
Oh, I think it's because I said stupid. He thinks he thinks that is a curse word, and I mean we don't want him saying it necessarily, but
that would make sense.
yeah, if anybody swears around my nephew, he will tell you that that's a bad word and you shouldn't say it. So, if you swear around my nephew, just be prepared to be scolded. Yeah, he's he's a very good kid, and he's very smart. So he picks up on things very quickly.
Yeah.
Right? Same Luma. I would need a whole team of them. Although I keep saying that I would also need, like, if Pokemon were real, I would need to have an Audino, because I have such a proclivity for getting hurt. Like, I have a tendency to, like, get bruises very easily, or cuts, like paper cuts or something like that. So, like, having an Audino would definitely be a good idea, because I get hurt a lot, and having a healing Pokemon around would definitely be a good idea for me. I am just very clumsy. I have gotten I've gotten some decent injuries over the years, as Maki knows pretty well. Let's see, first grade, I split my head open. Second grade, I split my cheek open and almost broke my pinky. I have fallen and torn the skin on my knees, which was fun. It was late last year. I managed to cut my pinky pretty good. I still have a scar from that. I was trying to cut potatoes, and I wasn't being as careful as I should have been, admittedly, and got a pretty nice cut from that. To be honest, that cut was probably the last more serious injury that I've had, so I think I'm doing pretty good for the moment. Yeah, knock on wood. But yeah, I have a very bad tendency to get hurt, and having a healer Pokemon would definitely not be a bad idea. That poor Audino though. They would be so sick and tired of me after a while. They're like,
you around.
They're like, can you just, like, can I just tie you to the bed, and I'm just gonna tie you to the bed. You're not allowed to do anything.
No more traveling.
You are not allowed to be a trainer. You are locked at home because I cannot trust you. Yes, yeah, totally agree. Easy. And I feel like Sylveon would be another good one too, since they have the ability to soothe those who are either angry or anxious. So that would definitely be another good Pokemon. I actually wrote a response to somebody who was talking about this. Sylveon was one, Audino, and then I was saying like Jigglypuff, or a Pokemon that knows Sing for those who have insomnia, which is something I have issues with at times. So having a Pokemon with Sing would be very, very handy.
Give me all the fairy Pokemon right now.
They actually in the anime they had a one of the main characters was afraid of the dark, so his Togedemaru would glow in the dark at night for him, so he wouldn't be scared. So I could see that also being a good helper Pokemon, especially for kids. So there's a lot of really good Pokemon that would be excellent helpers, to be honest. But moving on from that for the moment, Maki has drawn an excellent Absol, who looks very majestic, and let's go ahead and pull up the reference photo here.
That's what it was. The sweep on the other side. I know there was a way to even it out.
Yeah, it kind of Absol kind of has a yin yang theme sort of going with it with its head.
Because I know it wasn't like another blade type thing on the other side. I was like, so what was it?
Yeah. But yeah, this is actually a really cool design for Absol, though.
Another one with foof.
Yes, all the floof. And it is going on 9, so I will do one last Pokemon, and we will end the stream after that. But if somebody would like to give me one last Pokemon, and please be nice. Please be nice about it.
We're running on empty for brain cells.
Ooh, Goldango. That's gonna be an interesting one. All right, we will finish the night off with Goldango, which will be interesting because I have been training one recently, so let's hope I can remember what he looks like pretty decently. He's definitely a very odd Pokemon for sure. I honestly want to like ask the people who designed him, like, what inspired you to go with this sort of design, I guess.
String cheese.
String cheese. I mean, you're really not wrong.
A very golden string cheese.
Yeah, golden string cheese, very sparkly green cheese. String cheese. I can't talk. I called it green cheese. Oh boy, that's now you know where I am mentally right now.
Well, I was already there, like, beginning the stream, so.
This is absolutely horribly anatomically not right, but you know, he's made out of coins, so how anatomically accurate can you be with a dude like that?
Yeah, just cylinders. And it's 999 coins, right?
999 coins. Yeah, it's It took me a good while before I was able to get it, and
I'm still surprised you even got that many.
well, it was funny because I had only needed Goldango and Miraidon were the last two Pokemon that I needed for my decks, and I was thinking that Goldango was going to be the one that I ended up needing last,
Mm-hmm.
um, but he ended up being the one that I found first, and that was because when I was looking at the entry or the items,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I have like almost 700 coins. I should just start searching. And so I did, and I ended up finding the rest of the coins that I needed. Because a lot of the chest form gimmicks that I was finding were giving me 50 coins each or more.
Oh,
Like between 50 and 70. Which yeah, that really jumped the count up a lot faster. And he's got his little chest hanging off the belt in the back. Which you can't really see it because of the way I drew it, but
that's not the kind of chest I was thinking of.
what?
I was thinking of like his body chest. I was like, what?
Oh, you're like, why is his chest hanging off his back? What is that? How does that work? That doesn't make any sense.
We are beyond logic now.
You were like, I have so many questions and concerns right now. And I think he still has eyes like Gimmighoul.
I think so.
And I think it's interesting that when he moves around, he rides around on like a snowboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has like a golden snowboard that he rides around on, and it was kind of, well, the first time I saw him use it, it was like, well, that's interesting. I don't remember hearing you having that, but you know,
Where'd you get it?
I mean, I can't really argue with you, I guess. All right, this is my attempt at Goldango, which I guess I'll give him some color for some last flare.
Luckily, it's easy enough. It's just all.
Yeah, he's all gold.
All gold.
Which I guess I should have made this a little desaturated because he really does look like cheese right now. Oh, but if you guys ever want to see a very, very hilarious Pokemon, to have like walking with you when you're out traveling, King Gambit. If you want a good laugh, have one of those traveling with you, because every time I have mine out with me, I can't not laugh because it is the funniest thing to me. It's legitimately hilarious. So if you guys want a good laugh, I recommend having King Gambit as your walking buddy, because yeah, it's it's definitely worth your time for sure. I just all I can say is I highly recommend it. Yeah, I'm going a little fancy on this because I can. I say fancy, but it's really not. I just wanted him to look a little less like cheese. That's pretty much the main reason I'm doing this. I don't want him to look like cheese. He is kind of like cheese though, but yeah, if you want a good laugh, King Gambit is a fantastic traveling buddy because the way it zooms around is pretty hilarious. Have you seen the way it zooms around?
I think when we were doing the co-op.
Oh,
play,
that's right. I did show it to you, and yeah, that was a oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing ever. Yeah, yeah. I can't really I can't comment.
It's probably where they got the inspiration from.
Right. I'm going fancy. It's a very sloppy fancy, but you know, I just want him to look a little shiny. All right. All right, here is my attempt at Gholdengo, which is a very interesting Pokemon. Which, again, I have to specify on this online search.
How? What?
Because it's a newer Pokemon, there's not a lot of. I'm just gonna go with this one because I knew I had the body shape. You stop. Avast, I did not ask for your opinion. I'm sorry, but I didn't. So I was a little off on some details, but
I think it's just the belt that's off, really.
I made the legs too long.
Oh, okay.
The legs are a little too long, and
Where his body should have been longer.
I made the upper arms a little too thick. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I think if you threw this at somebody who knew Gen 9, they would recognize this as a Gholdengo. So you know what? You know, mission success. I am not gonna. I'm not gonna argue with that. So it looks like official concept art. Well, I mean, that's nice of you to say. I don't know if I would agree with that, but that is definitely nice of you to say.
Well, I will have to agree.
Well, that is kind of you. But it is 9:09. So I will be ending the stream here, but I am very grateful to everybody who showed up, and glad that you guys were able to join. And I am definitely going to be doing this again because it was definitely a lot of fun. I'll have to see if I'm able to have somebody join me again like this. Jelawetta, maybe you can give me some pointers on how to do that. Because definitely a huge blast, and I will be uploading these to the Discord in a little bit. So you guys who didn't catch the stream from the beginning can still see all the Pokemon that we drew or attempted to draw. And yes, I will be rating Viper for those of you who would like to continue watching some streams, and that is a good suggestion, Easy. So you will have to give me the details on that. But other than that, thank you everybody for joining. And yes, I will be sending that to you on Discord. So do not worry, I will definitely be sending that to you. But all of you take care and have a wonderful rest of your night. Give me just a moment here, and I am going to raid Viper. Just a second here. And oh, shoot.